would fuck off forever. Oh, my friend Adam. Oh, my friend Adam. I set myself free, I let myself go, I suddenly stopped, don't wanna go home. I tell myself yes, I tell myself no, I tell myself yes again, I tell myself no again. I want to be free, but I don't want to abandon the man who keeps me prisoner, because I'm pretty sure he loves me, although he sure got a funny way of showing it. Don't know why he makes me live in his basement. Can't figure out why I gotta live in his dirty basement if he loves me so much. Ding, ding, dong. Ding, ding, dong, dong. Dong, 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 ding, ding. Ring, ding, 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 dong. Ding, ding, dong. Ding, ding, dong, dong. Dong, 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 ding, ding. Ring, ding, 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 dong. Calls himself the Juju Man. He wears a mask made out of a soccer net. He tells me he's gonna kill me, but he hasn't killed me yet. He calls himself the Juju Man. He says he's found a way to beat death, and that to do it he has to kill me, but he hasn't killed me yet. He calls himself the Juju Man. He thinks he has magic powers. He feeds me chips and guac, and he washes my balls in the shower. Hey Juju Man, what is the plan? When are you gonna kill me? I'm faithfully yours, I'm covered in sores. I love the way you thrill me. Show me some grace, show me your face. I bet it's super hunky. Unlock my chains, untie my reins. I'll be your little monkey. You are the king, king of the Juju, and keeper of the realm. Yeah, you are the king, king of the Juju, and keeper of the realm. Yeah, you are the king, king of the Juju, and keeper of the realm. Yeah, you are the king, king of the Juju, and keeper of the realm. Yeah, you're the keeper of the realm. Alright, we're gonna need more energy than that for the show. Let's do it. It's fucking Monday night. It's Monday fucking night. I feel like everyone hates me, but that's alright. 'Cause I'd rather be on my own than with you and your dipshit friends tonight. Day long before I get lonely staring at the wall. There's a red telephone, you know I pick it up and give it a call. I call my ex-girlfriend, you know what she says? She says you're no good, skinny motherfucker. Go behind my back into the arms of another. Don't pick me up just cause you fell down. You're no good, skinny motherfucker. Go behind my back into the arms of another. Don't pick me up just cause you fell down. Don't pick me up just cause you fell down, motherfucker. I met a psycho on Tinder and she keyed my car. I'm not sure it was her, but I bet you know who you are. Said I'll come knocking on my door at 6 a.m. I just kicked you out, what makes you think I'd let you back in? So I called Mac's girlfriend again, you know what she says? She says you're no good, skinny motherfucker. Go behind my back into the arms of another. Don't pick me up just cause you fell down. You're no good, skinny motherfucker. Go behind my back into the arms of another. Don't pick me up just cause you fell down. Don't pick me up just cause you fell down. Show.
Hey, this is Redman coming to you live from the world famous comedy store for a brand new episode of Kill Tony Volume 3. Give it up for Tony Heckler.
What? Holy shit! Oh my god! Is this the most fun place to be on a Monday or what? Fuck yeah! Home sweet home. Keep it going for the great Pat Reagan on the ones and twos over there, the band leader. Brian Red Band. Come on.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Amped up. You guys ready for a crazy Monday night or what? Come on, people, we're on live stream right now. Thousands of people watching, wish they were here. You can do better than that. Are you ready for a crazy Monday fucking night? This is a little bit better. We're almost there. We'll get you there by the end. Jamie Vernon on the HD camera, David Deary on the door. We're ready for another fun episode. Brian, how's everything going? We got dates coming up. Kill Tony's going to the Wild West Comedy Fest in June in Nashville.
May 22nd.
May 22nd. The date
yes.
just got moved up that quick. It happens that fast. I'm going to be in Zanies in Chicago and Cap City in Austin, so if you're listening and you're there, come see me live in the next couple weeks in any one of those two cities.
Mm.
How about you? What's happening? Life's good?
I ate some mushrooms last night, and I might have had some weed, and now I feel like I'm shrooming again.
Brian is in, you're near what, like episode 10 on your new podcast, What Brian Red Band
Something
did.
like that, yeah. We tried to do one last night where we ate mushrooms and did a podcast.
That sounds like a great idea. That always sounds like that'll work 100% of the time. Cut to you trying so hard to delete whatever audio you accidentally recorded. So let's get into it. Pat, how are you tonight?
I'm doing great, Tony. Actually, I think my lawyer's here.
What?
Is my lawyer here?
He is here? Looks like this shtick's already failing, Pat. No surprise here. I give you one little shot over there, and you just took it and took a hot dump on it. Really,
he might be
nothing.
running late. He'll be here. He might be running late.
That's exactly the type of amazing art that we're used to getting from you over there, Pat. I think my lawyer is here. Oh, he might be running late. I like that.
He had an accident. You'll see.
Okay, I'm excited. Your lawyer was pretty bad on the show a couple weeks ago when we tried that out. Bill Burr was on the episode, and I just remember your friend, the lawyer, whoever this guy is.
Yeah, he's my lawyer.
He's your lawyer. Okay, let's stick with it. I just remember he would pretty much only talk right when Bill Burr was about to start talking.
Yeah,
it's pretty impressive. Like he was just real balls on that guy to really commit to talking over one of the best comedians in the world that I tried to book on this show for.
Yeah, he's one of the best lawyers in the world.
Oh, okay. You know what? Touche, my friend. I had a delicious glass of Mangria last night to put me to sleep.
Yeah.
This is the
Yeah, that's
Rosé, everybody. It's a delicious drink. it's half red wine and half white wine, and you know, when you just want to man up and have a drink, I go for Mangria. Adam Carolla's delicious Mangria.
It's strong. I shared a bottle last night, and
They're not even paying us to say this. It's
Yeah.
just so fucking delicious that I just take a moment out of every episode to say, so good. Adam Carolla's Mangria, so delicious. I love it. Yeah, there you go. And now you're on board. Pat's realizing maybe you can get $20 out of this. Yeah, Mangria.
Hey, also my band, the Baby Boys, Pat Reagan and the Baby Boys, is on Spotify right now.
Yeah.
New music just came out.
Yeah, I love that. Pat Reagan and the Baby Boys.
It's a little punker.
It's on Spotify. I was listening to it earlier today, which also reminds me, while speaking of great art, let's not forget the one, the only, the powerhouse himself. Ryan J. Ebelt is right here, live in the flesh, drawing tonight's episode. He drew the Kill Tony poster, which hangs framed in the middle of my living room. I absolutely love it, and everybody that comes over talks about how fucking cool this poster is. It's perhaps the coolest piece of merch I've ever seen, ever.
I think he brings some too, so if you want one, he has some on the front porch after the show, so check it out.
Posters galore, ladies and gentlemen, and you can buy one. Is that your lawyer, Pat?
That's my lawyer, ladies and gentlemen.
There we go. I will help you out. Oh, wait a second. Oh, he's blind.
Is that a yardstick?
Oh, he has a yardstick, but
I used to get spanked by those.
I watched him step on the stage without actually touching the yardstick to it. Very interesting. Oh, you looked right at me. Are you blind?
Yeah.
I can see through the sunglasses, though, that you're looking directly at my eyeballs.
I can still form images in my mind.
I'm amazed that even with the speakers around you, you would think that would throw you off a little bit.
Into the side of it?
Yeah.
You still have the amazing timing that I remember you from a couple weeks ago.
I can't see the side of it.
Very good. All right, well, welcome back, lawyer guy. What are you doing here tonight?
I just, anybody want to know how to beat a DUI?
How?
Officer, I do not consent to a breathalyzer.
All right.
My blind lawyer's name's Matt Murdock, ladies and
Okay,
gentlemen.
Matt Murdock, the blind lawyer. All right, I love it. This sounds like it's gonna really. What's funny is that Pat actually knocked over the blind man's beer. That's very impressive. With both of your feet there, Pat, you decided to kick over a beer. Your poor. He found exactly where it was. This blind lawyer has great instincts.
I could feel the radiating cold.
There you go. Fuck yeah. I love it. 0 for 4 for those of you keeping track on the lawyer tonight. Let's do it, guys. We have two of the funniest guests in the world. As always, we surprise you every single week. We don't tell you who our guests are. We don't fucking need to, because Kill Tony fans are the most badass fans in the world, and that's why you get rewarded weekly with the baddest ass comedians possible. This week is no different. Put your hands together for the great Doug Benson and Eleanor Kerrigan. Look who it is, everybody. The Fighting Pride of Philly, Eleanor Kerrigan, opener for Dice and fucking Cold-Blooded Assassin, shooting a special right now.
Pretty much.
One of the funniest humans I know, one of my favorite people in all of comedy. And, speaking of
And
favorite
me.
human,
Let's get the comics out here. This is
Doug
great.
Benson.
Oh, hey, everybody.
One of our favorite guests. We're already to that part. So don't run the light. You get it. That's what happens
Yeah,
if you go
even
over
the
your
guests can go over the time. The bear could go off at any moment.
I love it. So you get how it works, everybody. If you don't know, comedians talk to comedians on this show. We have a bucket filled with young comics and old comics and all different kinds of comics that signed up for a chance to do 60 seconds on this stage. And then we talk to them afterwards about their set and about anything in the world. You know your 60 seconds is up, comedians, when you hear the sound of a kitty. Is that really what we're doing tonight?
Is that a bird cat?
I don't think Brian really understands that it's important to have one sound for this one part.
Oh,
There you
there's
go.
the kitty.
For the sake of repetition. and wrap it up then, or else you're gonna bring out the angry West Hollywood bear. Wolf snarl. Beast. And a pistol for good measure.
I'm glad I'm not in a D-box seat, because that was intense.
In a what?
D-box.
It's okay.
You don't know what that is?
No.
None of
That's
us
where you
do.
sit in a chair that moves during the movie.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. Like during,
No, we don't
I
have
saw
as
The
much
Revenant in the
money.
D-box chair, and I felt like I got raped by that bear. Shaking you around.
Did he get? I don't think he actually got raped by a bear in that movie. I
No,
think
but you know
saw
what
it.
you know what I meant.
I think you went and saw it at a dirty theater.
No, he was like, he was fortunate to not be raped by that bear, but that might have been better than what did happen to him.
Nothing in that movie made sense, and I hated it. I think it needed.
Tony the whole time was like, "What does the word revenant even mean?"
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it was. That's why I couldn't enjoy the movie, because I didn't know what the fucking word meant.
Well, it means bear rape.
I'm sorry.
It's a French word for bear rape.
Hey, Pat's lawyer, you see any good movies lately?
That seems cruel.
I'm just trying to figure out if there's a cat and a bear in here.
Okay, 1 for 5, 1 for 5. Welcome to the game. I'm rooting for you. Started from the bottom.
Tap it out, tap it out. What is that? That's not even a real blind person cane. It's just a
Yardstick.
long yard yard long stick.
He's blind, so he doesn't even know. He didn't.
Well,
even,
he does know that he's a yard away from things. I don't know why they don't all use a yard long one.
It's true.
Come on, blind people, get it together.
I don't have disabilities. So.
That was my mom's weapon of choice to spank me growing up. Was a yardstick.
Really?
Wow.
Wow.
They break
Not a ruler, a yardstick. Like she's like, I need 3, 4 feet away from this ass.
I am a long distance spanker.
My mother used to beat me with a telephone pole. All right. That's an older timey person, everybody. Let's get into it. You guys ready to start Kill Tony or what? Here we fucking go. I'm gonna pull the name out of the booklet. They get 60 seconds uninterrupted, and anything can happen. Over 50 comedians signed up tonight. Your first comedian going up goes by the name of Brian Morey.
Story of my fucking life here. Hey guys, thank you for having me. Quick background on me. I was raised by my grandparents. My mother's a drug addict. I've never met my father, and heart disease and diabetes run in my family. I'm what you would call statistically black, though the financial aid office at Rutgers apparently disagrees. My first memory of my mother was her taking me and my sister to a store to see a Ninja Turtle. Big fucking day for me, needless to say. He was signing autographs and taking pictures. And my mom's friend had my 6-year-old sister steal a woman's purse that was on the floor. And she was very scared and she was crying. And I remember being so pissed off because we drove all that way and it was fucking Donatello. And there wasn't shit in that lady's purse. That felt like a minute, I don't know. It was a minute in the bathroom upstairs, I don't know.
Okay, are you ending your set? Still have some time left.
What did that come in at, Brian?
It was 50 seconds when you said
50, yes. You have 10 more
You want to
seconds.
do 10 more seconds?
I don't have 10 more
All
seconds
right.
that I planned on.
All right,
Is
let it go.
that what you have?
That's what I have, yeah.
Is this your first time doing
This
stand-up?
is my very first time.
Very first time doing stand-up comedy. That's how we do it. Just kick off the show by making dreams come true.
Yeah.
You know, no big deal.
So this is your first time, so this is a great thing to go through right now. Put the mic back in the stand for a second. Now, pretend that you just got introduced and lower the stand. There you go. And then take it out or don't. But you know what I mean? Like, you gave in to the height of the stand, like, oh, great. Story of my life. Yeah, story of my life. And you took it out, and it's like,
First time up
which
there.
could be funny if you planned it, but instead it was more like, yeah, I'm not tall enough to do comedy. Which is not true. You can do it at any size. Kevin Hart proves it on the daily.
And now that I know that it was your first time, it's also sort of crazy if Whitney's like, Well, that felt like a minute to me. I don't know what kind of timer you got over there, but I've been doing this a while. 50 seconds to be exact, but
That's what I said when I lost my virginity. It felt like a lot longer.
Did you plan this, like your material? Like, did you write it out in story form, kind of like a paragraph? You just remembered the because I felt like that.
That's actually part of like a 4-page.
Use your microphone
That's
voice.
actually like part of like a 4-pager.
4-page, yes.
I didn't even know about this until like 3 weeks ago. I've been coming here and signing up.
You did not know about comedy until 3 weeks ago?
the Kill Tony podcast up here. And
I gotta
saw
say, you
it a
did
couple weeks
great
ago.
with, like putting it together quickly. Now you just need to get some jokes in there.
let's talk about your real life for a second, Brian, because technically, yeah, that was the first set. It felt like
It was a
it
great
looked like it. We're not going to break it down.
50-second TED Talk.
Yeah. So Brian, tell us about your real life. How long were you from?
I'm originally from New Jersey, right outside of Philly.
I can hear
actually.
that. I can hear that creepy accent.
Thank you.
What do you do for work?
I sell insurance.
I bet you do.
I do.
You seem like Oh, party! For all you people that need insurance. What kind of insurance are you?
I'm
Life
not very
insurance.
good at selling insurance, actually.
Oh.
Well, everybody has insurance now, so my job's not going great. So I was like, fuck it. I'm
Fucking
trying to sell
Obama.
insurance. Thanks, Obama. Everybody's got health care now. Christ.
How long have you been in LA?
I moved here in October.
Wow.
Yeah.
What made you move out here?
I was selling insurance. I lived in Virginia at the time, and I had a chance to transfer out here, and Virginia's kind of shitty this time of year, and it's always nice here, so.
Married?
I'm married, yeah, I'm married, and I have a kid.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
the
where
whole-
the anger's coming from.
Yeah.
You're pissed off, dude. I thought you were
angry.
going to hit somebody. That first sentence, you were pissed.
No, I'm good, I think.
All right. Tell it to your comedy.
I forget what you were talking about during your set, but I left Virginia and I'm selling insurance and I have a wife and a kid. Those all seem like really good subjects.
No, and I have tons of shit on that, but like again, I just learned about
You
this
gotta
a couple
pick
weeks
a
ago, so I was
minute.
like,
Yeah.
What does your wife do for work?
She's working at a temp agency right now. I mean, we just got here in October.
Do you know
We're still
her?
trying to. Yeah, but it's a temp agency. I don't know. She
How come you're not
shit in
wearing
the
a ring?
computer. I lost my ring.
You son of a bitch. You see all these...
Oh shit, you're gonna get so much
Let
pussy
your wife
tonight.
That's right.
See, I've been coming here, and then I was like, well, let me try to sign up for this, and I honestly didn't expect to get called. I haven't gotten
Right.
called in like 4
That's-
weeks.
So no one should expect to get called. It's like the Oscars. Like, how could I win? I was only one of the 5 eligible, and yet somehow they called my name.
Where do you think you lost your wedding ring?
Oh, it was in the ocean.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, because like your finger, like if the water's cold, shit doesn't fit anymore. You know. and then-
Shrinkage.
Yeah, that happens. It's a real thing.
That's why you don't
So
wear your
you
wedding
lost
ring
your
on
cock
day.
ring off?
I lost all of them.
You can always tell when me and Doug are talking at the same time that we're racing to the same exact joke. Oh, dick ring? Cock ring? Wow, well, Brian, you have all the charisma of a young Gilbert Gottfried, and, I'm excited about that. No, not really. What's your, what else? What are you scared of?
What am I scared of?
Yeah.
Snakes.
What else?
Oh, well, that's interesting because we happen to have. Brian hit the snake sound. My anaconda don't want.
Have you ever been near a snake?
Yes, yeah. I don't enjoy snakes though, so I don't go near them.
Who enjoys snakes?
Right. See, that's what I'm saying.
there a snake in
They're
here?
fucking gross. They're disgusting.
Wait a second, hold on a second. Wait, there's somebody that wants to say something. I just saw a blind man lean forward.
Just making sure there's no snakes.
Yeah, that's a good point. Blind guy's worried about the snakes. They're at least 3 yards away from you. 3 feet, I meant. 3 feet. I know what
But
a
only
yard
in
is.
front.
I can't even watch him on TV. Like it fucks me. Like my back
How's your kid, Brian?
He's 6.
Yeah, how's that going?
It's going. He's alive, so I'm doing
Wow.
it.
Yeah, man, you are ready for the couch on the Carson show. I'll tell you, you are such a bundle of good answers. Well, he's good. He's alive. He's breathing. Really giving me a lot to work with there,
It's why
Brian.
we're all the way in the valley. Like, I live all the way in West Hills because we did the whole move online, and everything looks like gangland on a map, and we needed a good school.
You're a little bit racist, and I don't think anybody ever tells you that. Oh shit, Aunt Jemima's clapping hard up there. Look at
I love that a map of Los Angeles, parts of it look racist. Like, how could a map look racist? I mean, how could it look, scary on the map, you know? Or did you do Google Images?
No, if you look on this place to rent, it shows like red. Where the
Did you
crime
rent
is.
Boys in the Hood? Rent, I can't believe I just said that.
yeah, went to the old Blockbuster. Gotta get it back by Thursday. All right, Brian. Well, it was nice to meet you, man. You
Thank
had
you.
your first time on stage. Eleanor, anything for Brian? Eleanor, you are a specialist in recognizing talent at the store. A lot of people might not know, but like that's a big part of her inside thing because you've seen everybody here at the store start for the last 2 decades.
That's true. But you get what Red Band said earlier about you memorizing a monologue.
Right.
That's how it felt. It felt like you angrily wrote out this stuff. Like you're pissed that you had to be raised by your grandma. I get it. I was raised by my grandma too. But there's fun in that, and
Right.
it's not just black jokes either. There's other shit in there too. I mean, I'm very black. I understand.
Right.
But just there's other stuff in there. It felt angry. It felt like you were fucking pissed, and I did
Right.
feel, shit, this guy's kind of racist. I know, but it just
Brian, do you
because
smoke pot?
even if you're not, it
I
comes
do
out
now.
angry.
Yeah. Now that it's legal, I guess.
Oh, fuck
Semi.
yeah. Get
kind
your
of.
shit together. Do it when it's
Yeah, he was
illegal.
super into cigarettes when he was in Virginia.
Dip in my mouth. Charles
Yeah.
Joel.
Stop following the law. Do shit illegal. Do a little coke.
Oh, that's
Loosen
good.
up.
That's good
Loosen
advice.
up.
I don't know about the coke part,
Did
but
you just tell me to do coke?
she might have that. But I'd say though that at least, even though it was a memorized monologue, at least it was public speaking's clearly not a problem. For
Right.
your first set, you were poised.
Yeah.
That's what I'd say.
I'm nervous. I'm still sweating like a fuck.
There he goes.
Well, you're hiding it very well with
It's the
your
cardigan.
with
This
your
shirt's
cardigan.
destroyed
Yeah,
under this, trust
yeah.
me.
The outfit's perfect. So now go back and work on the jokes.
There he goes, Brian Morey, everybody. Brian Morey. Oh, the lawyer has a harmonica, ladies and gentlemen. Very multi-talented lawyer. He may be blind, but he can play the harmonica. The plot line just keeps getting
Isn't that
better
a
and
blind
better.
person
Just
thing?
learning.
Yeah.
To play the harmonica?
I guess so.
Blues?
I guess so.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he just...
Somebody just throw up.
That's some of our classy audience here at Kill Tony, one of the few free shows at the Comedy Store. Put your hands together for your next comedian, Kevin Lee, everybody.
Thanks. Thank you. Sorry, I was in the back of the room. I'm not having a great day. This morning I put my boxers on backwards, and I didn't realize it till this afternoon at work. I had to poop through the dick hole. I set my friend up on a blind date. He got back from the date. He was kind of upset with me. He was like, "Kevin, you told me that she looked like Salma Hayek." I was like, "I didn't tell you that she looked like Salma Hayek. I said that she smelt like an old kayak." And he was like, "Kevin, you told me that she looked like Anna Kournikova." I was like, "I didn't tell you that she looked like Anna Kournikova. I said that she looked like an anus cornucopia." "Kevin, you told me that she looked like Catherine Zeta-Jones." I was like, "I didn't tell you that she looked like Catherine Zeta-Jones. I said that she looked like a Scatman Crothers clone." Thank you.
There you go, Kevin Lee. Killing it. I feel like that set also would have crushed in front of a room of kindergartners as well.
Yeah.
Something very
You think they
juvenile.
would have got the references?
I don't even think you need the references. It's just like, oh, I get it. That does sound like that. Yeah, it's cool. How many of those do you have? I feel like the way you were rattling them off, I feel like I could listen to an entire hour of. No, I didn't say that. What
Maybe
I
a
said
couple
was.
more.
I have like a minute 10.
I thought you were gonna say for a second there. I thought you were gonna say I have like a million.
Are you an Adam Sandler fan?
I am, yes.
Because he does. Do you know his old bit where he said he was shy about asking his girlfriend what to do in bed? He said, "Lick my balls," and she's like, "What?" And he's like, "I like Lou Rawls."
Oh no, yeah. I haven't heard that one, but it's similar.
But even though it's the same structure, I don't think it's a ripoff. I enjoyed it. I'd say my biggest critique of your set was opening with "I had to come from the back of the room," because we all have to do that when it's our turn to go on. We don't just magically appear. We have to come from the back of the room. So just don't make excuses at the beginning and go right into your ripoff of Adam Sandler. Go.
Absolutely. Thank you. Yeah, huge fan. Thanks.
Love that. Kevin, how long have you been doing stand-up?
Almost 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where at?
Indianapolis is where I got started. I did it in New York for a while, Chicago. Yeah.
How long have you been doing it in LA?
About 4.
4 years.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun. How long? Go on.
Kevin's one of my best friends.
Hey, we're pals. Another one.
Jesus. These guys are just coming out of the woodwork.
He goes through them really quick.
Did you think that was going to help him?
Yeah, I know. It's not
Thanks,
gonna
Pat.
Why'd you go and rat him out like that?
It's always great. Next week you'll see him as Pat's deaf accountant. I can't hear myself,
You got to
Bobby.
go over the numbers.
There you go. He's already
You
ready.
don't have enough income.
Wow. You're like a member of the Pat Pack.
I'm sorry. I'll have a written apology for everyone. for
The
that.
Pat Pack. That is amazing. Where's this? Oh, Kevin Lee.
Can I just say something off this set?
Oh, is this one of your friends as well, blind lawyer?
I actually did date a woman that smelled like a kayak.
All right.
That's all I know about her.
This
All
Pat
right.
Pack is really big.
2 for 7. 2 for 7.
Have you always had the mustache, the cop mustache, or?
Yeah.
I feel like every time I've seen you, you've always had it. What's the reason behind it?
Yeah. What? And do you draw that on in the morning or at night?
Right. Well, no. Yeah, I use a fresh turd to draw this on every morning.
Oh.
I
Fresh turd. I love your poop out of the dick hole joke on the underwear.
Oh, yeah, because
I
you
love
can't
that.
pull your underwear down. You gotta
Yeah.
fucking shit out of the dick hole.
I'm at work. I don't
Why
have
would
the
you
time.
push him? Yeah, you're at work. You gotta get back to.
And that's clearly the note that I was gonna give. It's like it's a great one-liner, but it totally has room to, you have
men are
space there to
lazy.
explain
You can
it.
go
You
with
get
that.
one laugh and then you move on. I don't know if you do have a longer version of that joke, but the more you paint that picture, you already have them laughing at pooping out of a dick
Yeah.
hole because it's so stupid to picture somebody spreading the dick hole.
Speaking of
open.
stupid, Brian wants to say
Oh,
something.
jeez. We said dick hole enough times for Brian to get amped up over
You look
here.
like you were ready to go.
No, I'm just tripping, man.
Residual mushrooms.
Do you still get skid marks when you wear your pants that way? Like when you shit out?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay, because I thought like it has like a flap, like it would just.
You guys,
That
I'm
made
sorry.
it
I'm
look
taking
disgusting.
improv classes. This isn't really going well, but I'm taking UCB classes.
Right now?
Yeah, like I feel.
Is this part of your UCB class?
What are you saying?
I just feel like it.
Guys,
after
I found another profession. Well, because I'm feeling like this didn't work out while this is happening.
I mean, I have my jokes. I just don't feel like I know how to improvise very well.
Oh, well, that's fine.
Are you saying right now you're not
being-
improvising well?
Killing it.
You're not being judged
Yes.
now.
Yes, and I think I'll do better after I complete 101.
Wow, I love this.
I thought you were great.
Just don't
It
think,
means
dude.
anything.
Just be in the moment.
You're
You're hilarious.
You're not going to learn
Silly
anything at
humor
your
is fun.
UCB
Yeah.
classes.
The new school of comedy.
I just
Oh,
changed.
yeah.
Sal- I
I
changed
would get
Salma
crazy. I
Hayek
would
to
get
somebody else
Yeah.
whose name doesn't rhyme with kayak because it just gets crazy. Because who's fucking smelled a kayak? That's what.
Or I'd add that to to the thing, and you know.
Yeah, right? That's
Yeah,
another way
And
to
for
go
those
with
of you
it.
that haven't smelled a kayak, you know.
You don't know what you're missing.
smell like?
Yeah.
I
It
mean,
smells like Salma Hayek's fucking bush.
Whoa.
Yeah, you have to say it.
Goes super dirty with it and angry.
Yeah. Kevin, what's your situation in life? Anything cool happening with you? You know.
I just moved into a new place.
Yeah, with who?
Some dumb open micer. No, she's great.
She
But her
Whoa, that took a turn
got a
quickly.
shit on her because it's a girl.
her,
All right.
her dog has fleas,
Oh,
and
God.
she didn't tell me that before I
She's an
moved in.
asshole then.
Oh, what a terrible person.
No, she's great
Oh, wow.
Do that.
because she might watch this.
I mean, why don't you just like, you know, buy the dog a flea collar or something like that? You ever think about
Those
that?
don't
Like a
work.
little. They don't work.
No. You gotta get some advantage.
Brian is our specialist on fleas here.
Flea collars don't work. It's a trick.
So what should you do?
Get advantage, like stuff you put on right like, on her neck.
There you go.
Have you tried to fuck your roommate yet?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Do you do anything creepy yet? Like when she's not there, like smell her underwear or anything like that?
Not yet.
No?
A good way is to get rid of the mustache. She might fuck you then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is everybody so down on this
I'm
mustache?
sorry,
Oh,
you
it's
look like a 70s porn star. I rubbed
Yeah.
one out
Why
to
is that
him
a bad
like 2
thing?
days ago.
That's great if you're
I
if
know.
you're rubbing
I
it out to him.
Yeah,
He's-
I like old school porn. Nobody? Fuck you guys. I still put the VHS in. And he looked like just like the guy. I think his name was Randy West. I don't know.
Wow, name drop, man. Randy West.
I'm
That's
the only one that
the blue,
watches porn.
Eleanor watches the blue collar porn tour over here. Giddy up, I'm Randy West. Hey, you want to get plumbing gone bad?
I wouldn't know. I only masturbate to BBW porn.
Oh, shit.
BBW?
That's wait, is this the guy that you're talking
Is this
about? by the
Randy
way?
West?
Yes, there
Oh
it
my
is.
god.
Brian took the time to Google Randy West, and there he is.
Can we get
Getting
that
his-
up on the board?
There you go. Oh wow, that's some of that UCB right there. Full circle. When they say something, then you repeat it in a different way. All right, this is too much for the Randy West thing.
Oh,
that's going on.
hot. Tell you, you're gonna get me all wet. Turn it off. Come on.
All right, so
Get her wet. What am I, a slip and slide?
Kevin,
Relax.
how long have you lived with this new roommate?
These people are sitting in the
2
splash
months.
zone.
Leslie Gallagher, I gotta get you some ponchos. I'll help you out. Sorry. Oh,
This has nothing
She's
to do
gonna
with the
come
show.
all
right?
over you. Vagimatic.
Anything
That
else,
was pretty
Kevin?
good if you remember.
Yeah, check out my website, brianjebelt.com.
There.
No, it's called I Am.
Kevin Lee. There he goes, everybody. Kevin Lee.
Good job, dude.
He's on Twitter at Keely Daily. Brian Morey is on Twitter at Brian Morey, Mourey. It's Ryan J.E. Belt, by the way.
Yeah.
Ryan J.E. Belt. For your Kill Tony posters, you can buy a print. He's drawing tonight's episode right now.
How many names do you think are in the bucket?
There's a lot.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
guess though.
Probably around 50.
Nice.
Yeah.
Kevin and I text like every
Good luck,
day.
everybody.
This looks like an interesting
What
name.
race was that comedian?
hard to tell,
I
right?
don't know, but you get to the finish line.
It's an interesting name. Put your hands together for Fatso Raven.
I just showed my pet scorpion to a friend of mine, and he asked me, I just showed a pet scorpion to my friend of mine, and he asked me, is it poisonous? And I said, no, not at all. But that's not what he heard. Based off of what he did next, he must have heard me say, no, not at all. Please feel free to reach in and grab my scorpion. This guy takes his bare hand, reaches it over into the tank, and the second that he gets close enough, she stings him right on the inside of his asshole. They're a lot more agile than we give him credit for. And so John's on the floor, he's writhing in a new kind of pain. 20 minutes later, I say, John, we need to get you to a hospital. I think you're allergic to scorpions. And he starts feeling, whoa, you said that it was not poisonous. John, of course not. Who's ever heard of a poisonous scorpion? But they're venomous as shit. Thank you.
Holy shit. That's So Raven, aka Matthew Maloney. Matthew, what's up with the name change?
Just trying something new.
Are you the bear?
That's So
from the
Raven?
Remnant? Are you the bear
You
that beat up
can't.
Leo? So cute.
I mean, is there anybody you can think of in comedy that has like a
I
Fatso
love
Raven
Fatso
kind
Raven.
of?
You
But
gotta
like,
keep
but you
it.
can't make that your
I just
Twitter
did-
handle.
Why?
Like, you can't be a professional comic with a name like that.
I just did it for this show, Doug. Just for this.
Just for this one episode.
Just for this one, I wanted to try it. Just see.
All right.
Come on.
So,
Did you want to try having trouble keeping your head from hitting that thing during your set?
He's a big boy.
This.
Did you
I
wanna
think this is a
try-
hazard. I think you need to get this removed.
Did you want to try doing more of like a campfire tale than a stand-up comedy routine? It just felt it was very
it
storytelling.
was a lot of setup. There was a lot of setup there, and you know, it's what you did was you told a story about a guy getting bit by a scorpion, and that's sort of
No, I did not.
No?
Scorpions don't bite people, Tony. They sting.
Oh my God, this is getting creepier and creepier by the second. I can already see the chain marks on my wrists from being locked up with fucking scorpions tonight.
I was completely confused when you said it bit him in the asshole. Like that it just kind of took the whole story. Like, all right, so this is you lost me at that point because immediately it sounded so absurd that I was like, all right.
And that's normally the kind of thing Brian would love.
I love asshole stuff.
There had to be another scorpion in the room to get to the asshole.
This whole scorpion thing, I don't know what you're doing with it. I don't know, but it's crazy. But I want to talk with you about real life stuff, Matthew. Is that okay?
We'll try that.
Can I call you Matthew?
Yeah, why not? That's my name.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what's happening in real life?
Playing a lot of chess.
You do. You bring a chessboard. It's an
Are you
interesting
the
yeah.
one
thing.
who brings the chessboard
Yeah.
here? Don't do that. You're not smart enough for chess. Get the fuck out of here.
How's it going? And you get beat a lot too at your own game.
We're checkers
Who the
people.
fuck told you that?
A lot of people are
Did
talking.
Brian Simpson tell you that?
Whoa,
Brian
whoa,
You're gonna out
I don't know if you know this, but you're live on a show right now, Matthew.
I don't care if Brian hears.
That goddamn Brian.
Okay. There you go. Matthew, are you going a little crazy? What's going on here? Are you okay?
Do you need help?
You've been on the show multiple times. Normally, you're known as like, you know, a real destroyer. And then you did this thing tonight with the. You know that was like there was 55. I actually looked at the clock and the setup was 55 seconds long. Like when you hit that joke at the end.
I've done that before and it works. I don't want to use that.
Did you do
excuse.
it at a scorpion convention?
The opening for the Scorpions.
More scorpion jokes of any kind, please. Jokes or stories, it's all good to us. Of course, everybody knows they're venomous, not poisonous.
In stand-up comedy, it doesn't matter if you win or lose. Nobody's keeping Scorpion.
Fuck yeah.
Just chugging a bottle of water. That's how you party, Doug?
Oh, yes.
This stuff is disgusting. Can I get another?
Oh, shit. Matthew, look at the kind of fun stuff that this audience is ready for here tonight.
I'd like another Tito's and soda.
Bane from Batman, obviously.
He drinks.
Matthew, tell us about something about your real life. Like,
what's
we get
going
it.
on?
We get it. You love scorpions. You can set it up. You could be funny with it. I'm sure it's very bizarre with all your other scorpion stuff that I think I've heard before. I think we talked about it before. You have a big chunk of
Are you
scorpion
serious?
stuff, right?
I have one set about scorpions, but it's more than a couple minutes long, so
There
I
you go.
brought
Yeah.
different minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's trying to
You know how
rock
to do
us
math.
like a hurricane.
You're definitely the scorpion comedian. Let's face it.
It's an untapped market. Everyone's doing crap jokes. Everyone's doing jokes about black neighbors. It's
Snakes.
just no one's doing the scorpion thing yet.
You and The Rock.
I cannot stop talking about my black neighbors. What are you talking about? Did that come up earlier?
No, I just thought of a Tony Hinchcliffe joke that I've heard.
I don't. Oh yeah.
You have black neighbors?
Well, I have a black neighbor.
Is he featured in One Shot on Netflix?
He is not.
No,
okay.
Thank you. Matthew, let's talk about your real life. What is it? What's happening? You're getting laid. What's happening? Does a guy that takes a chessboard out with him at night get pussy ever?
Not from doing that.
Right.
No.
But you know what's fun?
But what are you doing
You know
that gets it?
You know what's fun in the chess world is I have recently, for the first time, broken a 1700 ELO on chess.com.
I have no idea what you just said.
Wow.
If you don't know what that means,
I don't.
if you don't know what that means,
He's interesting in the chess world and oxymoron. Or in the chess world, are they thinking about what you just said?
they're thinking about it.
Yeah.
They haven't
It's
decided.
impressive?
They're taking time to see if they like it or not.
Oh, okay. Fair
Anyway.
enough.
Why do you dress like you were born and raised inside of a Best Buy? What is this? What is this look? Every time you're on the show, I'm like, where the fuck is his name tag?
Which reminds me, I have something I'd like to return.
Excuse me, what do Best Buy employees wear?
Oh, okay, very good.
They're all, hey, just so you know, blind guy, they all dress in clown suits.
Thank you.
Head to toe. Yeah, it's so much fun to shop there. I'm sorry you're missing out.
So like, there you go. So give us an example. Like last time you got laid, like how does that go down?
Jesus
Are
Christ.
you calling timber?
Come on, man. Aren't you taking a UCB improv class that can help you right now with that question?
Come on. Don't think.
Okay. The last time was the first time my lady and I used a butt plug for the first time.
Whoa! What did that feel like going into your asshole?
Why do you think scorpions are more interesting? Get it? Interesting?
Obviously,
Pardon
Doug,
the
the
pun.
scorpion sting is the metaphor for the butt plug. Come on, pay attention, man.
Okay, sorry.
Wow. Oh man, you really know how to bring the energy to a screeching halt.
But he does know that I don't pay attention.
So that's fun. Butt plugs. So what happened then?
I don't know if there's
Was
an
Randy
interesting
West there?
story.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. I'm about to fuck you. How does that song go?
Just like that.
Right? Isn't it saying wake up, like romantically? It's weird. Anyway, this is about you.
Bill
The
Cosby.
story begins when I feel that I want to have anal sex with a lady, and so I figure, what's the first step to getting that to work? I go to a sex shop where it
Can you
turns
speak
out I
lower?
know
Can you speak
someone.
with a lower tone? Can you like lower your voice a little
Yeah,
bit?
could you
So
Barry
I
White
walked
this a
into a
little bit?
sex shop where it turns out I know someone who works there, which was weird. And I said, well, I'm in the market for.
Can you go back to your original voice?
I'm in the market for a butt plug.
You go back to low voice now?
Alright, Pat, let's get to
That's
that.
not helpful. He was in a good groove there.
Really slicing and dicing over there, Pat. Keep going with this fucking story.
Yeah, I'm almost wet.
So your friend's working at the sex shop, and you say what?
I'm looking for a butt plug and anal lube combo, but my price range is like $20.
Wow.
I just tried
Going
out
cheap on the
bucket.
old, going a little, going a little chintzy on the old butt plug.
Because I figured.
Not much respect for your lady's asshole, sir. I only have $20. What do you got? Okay. Shoehorn and some hand lotion. Thank you. This will be perfect. I mean, and I still have $5. All right, cool.
A cheap alternative is to use a dog Kong, like the toy.
Shut the fuck up.
Or you could also just grab a shoehorn at any shoe store.
So you didn't get the butt plug with like the tail or like the horse tail or anything like that.
No, it didn't even have a full circular end. It just like kind of tapered there.
Yeah.
A horse tail?
Yeah.
But
Fire.
it vibrated because she
Ooh.
she was my friend who worked there, and she insisted I get one that vibrated.
Wow.
That's a good sign.
Very, And I didn't think that was the right way to go, but she knew her stuff. She insisted on getting the vibrating one, and I agree.
How'd that work out? Was everybody happy in the end?
Yes.
I mean, did you
Very good.
pre-prep it so there wasn't any mess? I mean, or
Yeah.
was
How do you do that, Brian? I actually
a water douche in the butt to clean out any poop before you do
Okay,
it.
Brian, you describing this stuff makes me literally want to projectile vomit. When you do it, I just picture like I can't.
I just see like a red dot over his
Right.
head. Are you a pedophile? Like, I'm scared of you. Are you a
Well, you have to water douche
Are you a
that before you.
You've never used a butt plug, Eleanor? You don't like the
Of
butt?
course I have, but the way you're saying
Whoa,
it.
really?
Of course I have.
Whoa, is there?
I'm a lady.
Is there,
My
is there,
anal beats in right now.
is there anything else?
I
Is
have
there anything else you guys want to plug on this show?
What did you say?
Did you hear what he just said?
No, what did he say?
Whatever it was, you should dismiss him immediately.
Well, I mean, I was about to, but what did you say, Matthew?
so butt plugs that vibrate.
That's not what you said.
No, Matthew,
That's not what you said.
What did you say to your friends? Come on.
I was just letting them know that I'm taking up all their time.
Really? You think that it's you that we were talking about?
What?
You think that we were riffing about you specifically?
No, not except, but I'm still on the stage and no one else is getting jokes. But I like that, Tony.
What do you mean getting jokes?
Like getting to do.
Who the fuck gives a shit? That's not what the show is.
Right now
They
it's
do.
about you.
I don't. I'm
Who?
on your side.
Who gives a fuck?
Keep me on stage. Do only 4 comedians tonight. And the regulars. And the regulars. You gotta
Matthew.
keep-
These people that get on too often, they get way too confident. All right, Matthew, get up and
That's a
go.
gun.
There you go.
But he is right, though, that
No, he's not
there's some
right.
people tonight
No, he's
that will
not
not
right.
get on and will never make it in show business as a result.
Right.
Like, stand-up comedy is like,
mean
you
to
only
insult
have
you.
one chance in
This
your
is it.
entire life, and it's kill Tony.
It's
or
tonight.
nothing.
There goes Matthew
Thanks,
Maloney.
dude.
A lot of swagger on that one. It's gotten really cozy. Playing up to the comedians while live on the show. Always an interesting one to watch the evolution of
Say,
everybody.
you know, if you're a comic, just don't hit that with your head.
Yeah. Attack the stage. Put your hands together for Dan Ramirez, everybody.
Hey guys. I've been going through a bit of an identity crisis as of late, and I just need to get it off my chest. I feel pretty comfortable with you guys, so I'm going to tell you. I'm a bit of a fat ass, and it's hard because I can't talk to my friends about it. Like I tell them how I feel, and they tell me the same thing. They go, "Hey Daniel, you're not fat. You're not fat." Which makes me wonder, why is the Fat Club so exclusive? Why is it they don't want me? I guess if you could walk into the Fat Club, like your ass isn't welcome at the Fat Club. Like your ass better roll into the Fat Club. Like if your ass fits at a seat, at a table at the Fat Club, you're not welcome at the Fat Club. It's a 2-seat minimum. Just what if fat people have to be so stuck up? Excuse me, blown up. I guess there's just no more room at the Fat Club. Like if they let me in, like it's gonna tip the scale. It's gonna like break the. Thank you.
Well, the first rule is don't talk about Fat Club.
Dan, what is happening here? Let's talk about it. Let's break it down.
Break it
It
down.
was super conceptual, just didn't fly. Right?
Well, let's let Dan respond, Doug. I want to see what his answer is.
I'm too heavy to fly, Doug.
Stick with me, Dan.
I'm trying.
Stick with me. Don't let Doug distract you. Look right at me, Dan. Look at my eyes. How long you been doing stand-up?
Almost 2 years.
Really?
Yes.
Fuck. Let's take this one step at a time here, Dan. Fat Club, is that a thing that you've done on stage before?
Yes.
How does that normally go?
It normally works. I don't know. It's just the shock. I think my pace was off. It normally does fine. There's more to it.
You're like LA fat. Is that what
Exactly.
you mean?
That's the bit. It's like want acceptance. Like I'm not fat yet, but I'm in transition. Like fat is my preferred body type adjective.
I don't don't see weight. I only
It's
see
funny that your
color. It's so hard for me.
post-set comments are like getting laughs.
Because it's part of the bit.
Oh,
So the bit is
so
long.
you
It's
go on
longer.
for like 3 or 4 minutes?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like
I
we,
love the
we saw
people-
the build-up, but not the jokes?
Yeah, it was,
Yeah,
I
I love it when people come on the show and give us their 1 minute setup. By the way, if more comedians could do that, that always works out
it's my
perfectly.
bad. It's my bad.
I love it.
It's my bad. I'm not good with setups, and I guess I should have. I should have picked this up by
I'm
now.
not good at setups. I'm not good with punchlines.
I'm a failure of life.
So Dan, let's keep it going.
The Lifetime Network presents the comedian who is not good at setups.
Dan, I want to keep this going here. I want to really get serious with you.
All right.
What fat club are you talking about?
Yeah.
'Cause the very big part of this working depends on you being honest and real. So I've never heard of a fat club. Is that a real thing? Did you really try to join it?
Okay.
Jeez, somebody that's
Some
fat
fatty
just
over
spoke
there.
up real. Oh, it's a thing. Put down the cheeseburger.
It's real.
Basically, I'm getting fatter, but all my friends who are like bigger than I am are like, dude, you're not fat. But I'm like, I had to buy new pants. So
You had to buy new pants.
So I feel fat, but I'm not accepted in that community yet.
Is that true?
So the fat club is.
What do they do that they don't let you do?
They don't let me call myself fat.
So what do they say when you call yourself fat?
I said that in the minute I was rushing.
Did you get a letter that said you're not
Yeah,
allowed?
I got a letter of rejection.
I'd just like to give a shout out. We actually have the president of the Fat Club right here sitting next to Pat Reagan. El Presidente.
El presidente.
What do you think about this guy, President? What do you got for him?
Yamero.
Would you accept him as a fat guy?
Well, hey.
Yes.
Talking to me in Spanish isn't gonna help. It wasn't funny.
Oh, shit. He's saying your jokes are skinny.
He's like, that shit is thin, son.
Excuse me.
He only had a
Those
minute,
jokes-
so he had to trim the fat.
I need to. Yeah.
It's gonna be stupid up here.
El Presidente, thank you for that. That was an awesome appearance. I love it when I can fly out to the... I love it when the audience is funnier than the comedians, by the way. Like, here you go, here's a bone. They just fucking crank it out of the park. Everybody else like, I have to do this for a living. This guy's just having fun. Anyway.
He did it off mic, though, right?
Well, no, that picked it up. Pat's,
okay.
Pat, we
He's
give
loud enough?
Pat a
He's
special
loud near the
microphone
Pat mic.
because he brings obviously morons with him to the show sometimes.
Have
No,
you
I'm-
thought about getting?
Whoa.
Have you thought about helping
that
us spit
me?
out by like getting body
that me?
implants like Taylor Swift?
That has not crossed my mind at all.
Why do you keep looking at yourself in the mirror? I've noticed that you, more than anybody I've ever seen on this show,
watching everybody behind
I'm just trying to see what you like.
How fat
thin
he
I am.
is.
Yeah.
do you have a real issue here?
I do. I have
Are you
body
being
issues.
serious?
Body issues?
I'm trying to.
What's
laugh
underneath the hoodie? Let's see what's underneath the
I'm
hoodie.
trying to laugh about
How old are
it.
you,
Would you
Dan?
take your
I'm
shirt off?
24 years old.
Big areolas. Big areolas.
I didn't say lift up your shirt, Dan.
Let's see the
You
areolas.
are hiding it very well.
That's where we're
You were doing a great job hiding it. We
got
did
a
not
lot
need to
more
know
work
that.
to do.
Dan, what do you think the problem is? What are you eating so much of? Other than shit on stage. What are you eating so much of?
I just love food in general. Like it.
Who doesn't?
I can't think of a food that I don't like. That's
Can't
I
think
just.
of a food who you don't like. I love that you relate it as human beings, you know? Who
I'm
all
happy.
the food?
I'm happy to meet any food. I will not turn them away from my event.
What's your favorite, Dan? Come on.
I mean, like burritos, pizza, hamburgers.
Well,
He's crazy.
A real
Yeah.
foodie.
a lot of interesting people here
Very
tonight.
un-American.
What about scorpions?
I've never had scorpion.
How about butt plugs?
Never had butt plugs either.
Dan, so tell us something
You're
about
missing
yourself
out.
that's interesting. You're 24. What do you do for work?
24.
I work at a small toy company.
A small toy company?
It's small.
Jesus Christ.
It's
The
not.
fatter he gets, the smaller the toys are.
Sorry, Dan.
No, it's all right. It's all right.
His face made me nervous.
small toy company. There goes our next 3 minutes, everybody. What kind of small toys are we talking about here?
Not small toys.
No is immediate. The first thing that comes out of his mouth after he tells us small toy company. I say,
Small as in the size of the business is small?
The company's
The company is small.
Oh, so these could be.
It's not tiny toys.
Educational.
Very large toys in a very small building.
Vibrators for Asians.
Educational, robot, and science kids.
That's why it's
They're
small,
like
because
science
nobody
projects.
cares.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. But why don't you talk about that more? I mean, I get it that you want everybody to know you're in between fat and thin.
Yeah.
But why not?
Why don't I talk about the small toy company?
Yeah.
You're
not allowed?
No, I.
Did you get a letter from them
I've
too?
tried. I haven't written anything good, and I guess not
small
that
toy
what I did today was
humor is
good.
really hard to come by.
It's an untapped source.
Yeah, I'll work on it.
I mean, I might steal it.
I just think he needs to I think that didn't work today, but he says it works.
If
so
it's longer,
maybe
I
the longer
understand.
version works.
Dan, here's my thing: is that you're talking about being right on the line between fat and skinny, and in order for that joke to even work, you're going to have to stay that exact same size until you capture it on something. And if you have 3 or 5 minutes invested into it already, then I mean, fuck, you're sort of trapping yourself into being this fucking schlubby, not quite cool and fat like that guy, and not quite a cold-blooded, healthy assassin like myself.
I can't believe he keeps pointing to you and calling you a fat person. Do you guys know each other?
He gets it.
Okay.
Well,
all right. Well, he's gonna kill me after the show. Who gives a fuck? Look, it's okay.
Finally, it happened. So many episodes of Kill Tony, and finally.
Here we go.
Bunch of lazy comics.
All right, Dan. Anything else interesting about you other than the fact that you're on the line between fat and skinny?
Mexican.
I run. Yeah, I am.
Okay.
I am. My parents are.
Stop looking at yourself. This is bothering me.
It's easier for me to look at myself than to look at you guys.
It's so bizarre.
You guys make me nervous. You guys make me nervous.
Don't do that.
All right, I won't look at you.
All right, just don't look at me.
Handsome Doug. Give a look at him. Look
All right,
at him.
I'll look at you guys.
Look at how fat I am.
Would you like me to pull out a nipple? Is that easier for you to look at?
Whoa! All of a sudden, the blind guy just lifted up his sunglasses. All right, Dan, I'm done with you. Dan Ramirez, there he goes. He's like a very big guy, 4x4. Number 4x4. Keep going, Dan.
I immediately got into Blind Club. Immediately, right off the bat, got into Blind Club.
Really?
Yeah, because you can't be between, like,
Yeah, you
sort
can't
of
be in
blind.
between. You're
kind
just
of,
blind.
You're just blind,
Yeah.
Legally blind, they call it.
Put your hands together for the Vierzy triplets, everybody. The Vierzy triplets.
She goes
You got it. There we go. Wow.
Fun fact about us, guys, we were once famous child stars. Or as our dad called us, his 3 little pensions. And a lot of people now are saying, like, the Thursday triplets, they're washed up, or they peaked too early in life. And that's just not true, okay? We're doing a stand-up show on a Monday night in the attic of the Comedy Store. We're crushing it right now. Killing it. Back in the day, we did a whole bunch of commercials, but our favorite one was when we were 10 years old. We got to do a Subway commercial with Jared. Hey! Jared is so nice. He's a true professional. True professional. Like, I remember the first day on set, we were having trouble with our lines. So in order to help us learn them, Jared invited us to a sleepover. Oh my gosh, guys. It was so much fun. We got to go skinny dipping in his pool and play Twister in our underwear. And the best part is, we learned the line. You guys still remember it? Yeah! We love Jared's football.
You couldn't hold the bear for a second to let him finish that punchline?
No, Brian's a real asshole, everybody. It was 1 minute 15 seconds. I already gave him 15 seconds. Gave him extra time based on the. Everybody knows about the Kill Tony triplet clause, so everybody knows that.
That's amazing that that triplets would talk about Subway like that, because you were finishing each other's sandwiches.
Like only real artists can do. Wow. One more time for the Vierzy triplets, everyone. I am very excited about this. I actually walked through the OR earlier tonight when the open mic was happening, and I actually got to see you guys on that stage, and I was sitting in the back of the room laughing very hard because you guys have a very interesting energy about you.
Yeah.
It's almost like if the ambiguously gay duo was all related to each other. Like they were just brothers. Like, I feel like you guys know that you're sort of douchey, and you own it. But you own it, so it makes you impervious to
We're
everything.
triplets and we shop for shirts together.
I love it. Do you guys, how many different colored V-necks do you guys have? This is incredible.
15, 5 each.
Do you have to have a conversation before, like, I'm wearing blue tonight, fellas?
No, it
Do you
stays
guys
pretty
live
close.
together?
We do, yeah.
Wow, do you guys have
Can I
bunk
come
beds?
over? Do you guys want to be my brother husbands?
Sure, yeah.
Oh, that sounds like a fun.
I like
Don't
this.
get down on it, though. Be nice.
I said it's
Help me
fun.
out.
Sorry.
Sounds fun.
Vierzy triplets. How long have you guys been
Everybody wants to do
performing?
triplets.
Well, we started we did
Vaudeville? Did you guys
Well,
start
well,
vaudeville?
fuck.
Yeah, vaudeville.
Fuck it.
How long, guys?
Well, we've been doing improv together for like 2 or 3 years, and then I was doing solo.
I'd go with
stand-up.
3.
3.
Whatever. Keep
Okay.
going.
And then I was doing
Does
solo
anyone have
stand-up.
3 bullets?
Ignore that voice in your head.
And then I was doing solo stand-up for 3 years before that. So
Oh.
Oh, that's why you're taking control of the
a little
mic.
bit.
Yeah.
It's my fucking time to shine. It didn't really work out, so that's why I had to bring the 2 of us.
Oh shit! Wait! I want the one in the middle to say something right now.
It's his turn.
I'm just part of the gimmick.
He's not even related to these fucking guys. They just had a casting call. They're like, "Hey, are you between 5'6" and 5'7"?"
5'4". Don't give us that.
Jersey?
I love it.
Where are you from?
No, we're from Simi Valley. It's like 30 minutes.
Simi
Like
Valley.
you were grown in Jersey.
See me.
Thank you. Is that a good thing? I don't
Judging
know
you
if
on
that's a
your
good
tight
thing.
top.
Yeah,
It's
sorry.
It's so gay.
You might want to call yourselves the Piven triplets. Piven, or the Ari Gold triplets.
Like Jeremy Piven.
Man, you guys are so. It's funny. You guys are real triplets.
Yeah.
Really?
As far as I know.
Well, why? What the one in the middle? Why are you so much buffer than the other?
Yeah,
two?
they don't work out as hard.
What's the story here?
I bought a shirt that actually fits me.
I was gonna guess more prison time.
No, if anything, he's fatter. He's the fatter one of the
Oh, is he between fat and should he join Fat Club?
No,
Do you lift, bro? Do you even lift?
we do live. We're in order. We're in down the line.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's good. They kept track of
Man,
that.
Have you ever shared a lady together? Have you ever done any of
And
that
I'm
kind of stuff?
auditioning if you do.
She's the first.
Because I bet you guys would really wreck a pussy based on what your mom's
Mine
probably
is
looks like.
Can I introduce you to my friend Three Holes Eleanor?
Eleanor,
shit.
not
No, our
Lenore.
mom's
Fuck.
close.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a good guess.
Your mom's
Wow.
name's Lenore?
Yeah, so it'd be
I hate my life. I fucking hate my
Was
life.
Lenore, was she born old?
Yes.
Eleanor's not as bad, but when I was a kid, my parents told me if I was a girl, they were going to name me Eleanor, so I dodged that bullet.
I knew I felt a connection to you.
Guys, what's your story? What do you do for work? What's something interesting about you guys?
This is gonna add to probably the Jersey stereotype. We all do construction for my dad.
Oh,
I knew it was
Jesus.
creepy. I
So like when one of you like jerks off, does another one feel it? Like, hey dude, what's going on over there?
Only if
Just
it's in-
knocking on the walls and shit.
Only if it's in their face. Thanks.
Gotcha.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. That's a
Too far. Yeah.
Now you guys,
Okay, hold on. Let's move it over here.
Solo, right?
Share with Doug.
what kind of apartment do you guys have? Is it 3 bedrooms or what's the story? I'm interested in this layout. And are there bunk beds?
We all share an apartment and it's just 3 bunk beds up to the roof.
Are you serious?
No,
Oh
I'm
my
not serious.
god,
No.
that'd be magic.
I've never seen 3 bunk beds. That seems like it'd be dizzying for the top guy.
A little bit. Yeah, you get vertigo at that point.
Yeah.
So you guys were child stars, mostly commercials, or was there TV shows, or?
We were on the season finale of ER, and then we just did like 10 commercials. Well, we tried out.
Series finale of ER. Or season.
Season.
Which season?
Season 8.
Oh,
We had
okay.
small
And it went 10 years.
I love that you pretend like you can't remember the number of the season.
7
the
or
one-
8, I didn't remember.
Really?
I just saw headshots of it outside.
I love it when you guys crack each other up.
This is why I have the gimmick.
Really new.
At least if you have 3 people on stage, at least you can laugh at each other if the audience isn't laughing.
Really.
But I also think that like you should do a thing where like the green shirt, you do all jokes about weed, and the guy in the blue shirt, you do all dirty jokes, blue jokes, and like you already established, the guy in the middle barely is involved. Like that'd be funny if every once in a while when he did speak, he was just like, "I'm just here for the triplets thing.
Yeah.
I'm just here for the pussy."
I get a third of the check and I get the pussy. Yeah, why not?
Now, this is the first time I've seen you guys at the Comedy Store. Is it your first time here?
No,
You guys
we
have
were
been
here.
venturing out. You come a lot.
I've never seen. I would have seen that.
We've been here. We came here one other night a couple weeks ago.
How'd that go? What happened then? Anything?
It was a Sunday show, so it was show up go.
Interesting. Any triplet stories? Anything interesting that you guys can share with us that we might find?
Did the 3 of you ever share the same girlfriend?
Yeah. Did that
And
ever
not
happen?
let her know?
No, you don't want your brother touching your girlfriend. It's just like any
Oh, that's a good point.
We've hooked up
But
with
what
the
if
same
she's
girl.
skanky?
Yeah. What if she's like hanging out with
What if her
blue
name is
shirt?
Eleanor?
What if a girl's hanging out with blue shirt and she's like, you know what, I like you, but to be honest with you, I just wish you had a little more muscle and a thicker neck. Is there any way you could put in a word with your brother for me? Like, wouldn't that sort of just be helping him out?
She usually doesn't tell him. It's just like behind his back. She goes out the door and goes in. through my window.
You fierce. What ethnicity are you guys?
White.
That's a very interesting answer.
That's bullshit. Say it right.
Thank you for asking that.
Oh, I think the blind guy thinks he's one of the triplets now.
You're Italian?
Yeah.
There you go.
Italian, German.
Can you sing?
Can we sing?
Yeah, like, maybe they need to refresh the cast of Jersey Boys somewhere.
We got like Hanson or something, and we got some Hanson.
Double mint is not triple mint, dummy.
I have a question for the brothers.
Jesus.
So, what's the story with? I feel like you guys would like be on a party on like the Gronkowski yacht or something like that. Like, what do you guys do for fun?
What do we do for fun? Well, we like to go out. This guy doesn't drink.
Like what? Like, give us an example of something. Like, you guys ever like pull some amazing trickery or anything like that? Anything?
It looks like we go out and party a lot. I
They
mean,
definitely don't.
I think we.
Why does one of you not drink? How did that happen?
Because it's like more of a protein
get
guy.
the good
He's into
genes.
his body.
It's called
I don't know, I just never got into
fucks
it.
everything up.
Now this is really boring.
You think all 3 of you would be alcoholics?
Which one of you gets the most pussy? What an amazing moment.
That was awesome.
Jamie Vernon on the HD camera is gonna have that.
Of course, the guy who's completely disconnected gets most pussy. That's
The last
truth.
the last
I would
girl
fuck
I'm
him.
mysterious. The last girl he had we called the Texas landfill. She was a
Jesus Christ.
What does that even mean? She was from Texas, and she was a landfill? I put my land in her.
You filled her up with your
I filled her up with my land. That's crazy.
Is she in a landfill right now? What happened to her?
Yeah.
She dead? Yeah. She's...
No, she's.
Oh, we met a girl. She's 6 feet under. We put 3 2-inch dicks in her.
So, do you guys really think?
Yeah, did you guys have? That still doesn't add up to 6 feet.
I mean, do you have to like split up the dick when you're a baby? Do you guys have like the normal sized dick, or did you each get like 1/3 of a dick?
Oh, that's a good point.
Have you guys checked
We've
that
never
out?
actually measured.
Oh,
None of us
figure
have
out
seen
who's
these
well. It
measures.
just so happens that we have a yardstick right behind
Dick contest! Dick contest!
I get the feeling these
But
might
you
be a little
guys-
bit longer than a yard, though. So,
But seriously, that's a hilarious bit for you guys to do about how we don't know the size of each other's dicks.
We actually kind of do.
You do?
That is the the most
Well,
popular
then you
question
should
we
have
get.
done that one tonight instead of that
Maybe it's longer
thing
than
you
a
did
minute.
do.
Yeah.
No, you guys are great.
If you guys had to guess
You
which
guys
one
are
had the
great.
bigger dick, which one would you guess?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh,
The middle
wow, he keeps
Middle
raising
one.
his hand. No matter what the question is, he raises his hand. Who's got the biggest dick? Who's the least funny? Who deserves the less mic time? He raises his hand for everything.
I know my Dagos. I know my.
Who do you got,
Sorry, that's
Eleanor?
Italian.
Who do you think's got the biggest penis out of the three of them? The green, the one in the green shirt is like looks like he really hopes you're gonna say him. Like he's like gonna get a award or something.
I'm not going for the baby.
I think they have identidicts. I bet you they're because everything else looks the same.
So
but,
big,
you know.
so big you could trip over it. All right. Yeah, stupid. Trip. All right.
Triple. I like it.
Now, what makes you guys sad? Obviously, you guys lift a lot of weights. What is it that pumps you up? Is it like did you have somebody die in your family? Something like tragic?
Makes
Anything?
it sad?
Is there anything interesting about you three guys?
Weird thing to say to triplets. Anything interesting about you?
How big are your
We're
dicks?
fucking
What makes you
triplets.
sad?
We're posting on that for our entire lives.
What are you guys afraid of?
Oh. Do you have separate
I got
separate
one.
fears?
I got one.
Come on, say it.
Snakes and scorpions are already taken.
I know. Spiders.
What'd you say?
My fear is that if I were ever to be sterile, that I'd have to ask one of them to put the baby or the sperm in my.
That's a fear? They would be helping you out, dude.
Yeah.
And the baby's gonna be the same shit anyway.
It's leverage. For his entire life, he will know for sure that that is not his kid; it is ours. So
Yeah.
it's a little different. It's a
Yeah,
bitch.
yeah,
It'll
it's
be
the same
fine.
shit.
Plus,
man.
mostly, yeah.
We need better fears. What's your fear, blue shirt?
Yeah.
Heights.
Nice. Dude, definitely doesn't have the biggest dick. That's what we just learned.
He's just used to be the same size as two other guys, so heights are scaring
Heights
him.
and lengths.
Anytime I don't see my brothers.
That's how, like Katharine Hepburn. Green shirt.
I was gonna say snakes and scorpions, but
You have a little bit of a lisp. Do all three of you have that?
He does. They're both like. They're both young.
he has a little whistle too when he talks.
Oh my
He
God.
whistles a little bit. I
So that's-
you had a fucking speech impediment when you were.
So we found out when mom has to hold all three babies. I think we just found out which one she dropped a couple times. Everybody. Looks like it's a little green shirt there.
Hold on. I had a high grades.
Wait, what?
It doesn't mean shit now. It doesn't mean shit now, but.
I love it. You guys, you come out on stage and start bragging about why each one of you is the best.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it should be like a competition. Okay. I love
That's
it.
funny.
You guys,
very
are,
funny.
you guys have an amazing, likable chemistry. You guys are totally douchey, but you own it completely, and it makes you impervious to it. So that's like, a thing. I'm telling you, there's a lot
It's
of
like
people.
we can't see the word affliction on your shirts, but it is there.
And as long as you know that we know that, and it seems like you guys do, because I mean, you dress like it, you're showing off the guns, you're playing into it a bit, you know what I mean? So I think that that's awesome, and I'm excited to see more of you guys. I've never.
That should be the first thing you do when you run on stage is just start striking poses.
Yeah,
and just like almost like they're about to see a strip show, and then you tell them fucking dick jokes.
You're definitely our first ever set of triplets. We've never had.
I've never seen triplets in comedy ever.
We've never had three people bomb at the same time on this stage, so that's incredible. There they go, the Versey twins, everybody. Nice to meet you guys. Thank you. There they go. Fuck yeah, they're coming in for handshakes. All right, sure, Versey twins. Triplets. These guys with their handshakes, I love it.
The guy in the red shirt had softer hands.
Oh shit. This is the part of the show where we're going to, oh wow, okie dokie. I guess I'm gonna bow down to the lawyer who obviously has something. Go ahead, lawyer.
I just wanted to say that my dick is 1/8 yardstick.
Alrighty. Jesus Christ. Okay, this
Yeah,
is
when you only get to talk every once in a while, you should make sure it's really good.
It's going in
like
for
really
redemption
save
right
up
now.
a good one. And
That's
then
fun. I asked
drop
who needs
it.
a lawyer. That's it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, total train wreck. I love it. I love it. Unedited. That's how I give Brian edit points when he listens back to the show. I just say unedited, everybody, and then you never hear that. Anyway, This is the part of the show where you have two regulars that go up every single week. They write and perform a brand new minute every week, and then if there's any time left, we'll go to the bucket afterwards, if there is time left.
We've never gone back to the bucket.
Yeah, we do it now. We go back to the bucket
I
sometimes.
like going back to the bucket.
Yeah, it's fun. All right, so going up first this week, you know her as a Kill Tony regular, you know her, you love her, the always nervous, fun stylings of Melissa Esslinger.
I recently gave up giving a fuck because it's hard to do that when you have only $6 at all. I'm sleeping on the floor, don't give a fuck, eating bologna sandwiches 3 times a day. Didn't really change from before, so I don't give a fuck. Anyway, I've recently discovered also that, not that recent, but living in LA, like everything just feels like high stakes. Like one day you're fine, and the next you're mixing water in your juice. This is going accordingly. I feel good about the fact that I saw a drunk man pass out on the bus. I feel like I deserve to live here now. Nobody did anything. I was sitting next to a nurse, but he was drunk, so fuck him, right? Don't give a fuck. I don't know. That's not funny. That's interesting. Anyway.
There you go, a minute for Melissa Esslinger. That's fun.
I should have gave up at the end.
There's a couple parts where you're just saying things where you don't even have jokes for. You're sleeping on the floor, you're eating bologna sandwiches, and nothing changed much there. You're just saying that you did that before what? Before what?
Yeah,
So when you say nothing changed there, what do you mean?
I gotta work on that in the sense that I still drink juice boxes and stuff, and my friends make fun of me for being a child.
Oh, that's a totally different joke altogether.
Totally.
Right, that
I
has
fucked
nothing
it
to
up.
do with the floor or bologna sandwiches.
Well, it's kind of, it ties back if I actually had...
Or mixing water with your juice. What was that about?
Yeah, one day everything's fine, the next you're mixing water with your
Is that
juice.
because you can't afford juice, so
Right.
you mix water with it?
Yeah.
I got it, but
That's a perfect example. You kind of have to explain it because I was like, what water juice? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, Brian's too rich to have water juice.
Yeah. I only mix Fiji water in with my juice.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I still drink water juice, so.
Water
Water?
juice?
Water?
The juice of delicious water?
Water in there, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it makes it last longer.
What the fuck? Are you serious?
Just too fucking lazy to go to the store.
I'm never going to Eleanor
That's
Kerrigan's
part of your...
house. Hey, hon, you want a glass of juice or something? Oh, yeah, sure. This tastes like shit. Is this Flint water? So, Esslinger.
But that's gonna be part of her experience growing as a comic. Is like you're very much an individual. Like I don't know anybody like you. You're different. You're special. But you also need to find ways that what you're saying can connect to the audience,
Right.
rather than just water juice, which everyone's like, what does that mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? But I mean, I just,
Something worked there 2/3 of the way through. What was that again? After
I said that this was going accordingly.
Yeah, that
Which is so funny, just funny how proper that is. This is going accordingly.
Yeah, nobody needs ever an update on this show as to how your set's going. We all know because it's a real super live show.
And then
we
it was going accordingly with the way things have been in my life, and that's why.
Oh,
Again,
tell us about that.
Again, you're saying things at this part that you're not
What's
saying.
going on in your life?
Somebody got it.
You're entertaining yourself, though.
Other than drinking a shit ton of water juice, what else is going on right now?
In a matter of 3 days, I lost my car, my job ended, and oh my god.
That's your opening line that you're saying right now.
I already talked about
You said that. She said that last week.
She did it last week.
Yeah, but I mean, you could also.
I wish I was here last week.
You missed out.
I would have loved that so much, and then not had any.
I mean, you can
criticism.
talk about the same subject and have different material about it, and then put all that together later on in a longer set.
Yeah.
Is there anything else about losing your job or losing your car that you have written?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like what?
Like jokes or things that I'm like figuring out.
Sure, anything.
Either way.
Well,
yeah.
it's like it's kind of liberating when you don't have like a schedule because, I mean, it sucks riding the bus, but if you don't have a job, doesn't really matter because if it takes too long, see, it's not jokes yet. It's just
Yeah, I think
laughs.
Oscar Wilde
Well,
said
it's
that.
it's easy to. No, go ahead. Finish your Oscar Wilde, because that's what she aspires to be.
I was gonna ask if my lawyer had any notes.
Yeah, lawyer, do you have any?
Oh yeah, drag him into it.
Yeah.
You jump in.
He doesn't see clearly.
I'm no comedian.
Yeah.
Oh, we know.
I'm a lawyer, but
Yeah.
she did better than I do in my opening statements.
Right, because opening statements, you're not trying to get laughs.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, so yeah, that's a good point.
I love how funny Pat thinks you are. Like, I don't know what your guys' exact relationship is, but the way that Pat laughs at the shit that you say, it's unbelievable. It's so funny that it makes me laugh.
He gives Pat hilarious hand jobs.
Yeah.
I'm just a lawyer.
That's it. So, Esslinger, you lost your car. You know, it's part of the game. What else is happening? It's all a struggle. You're sleeping on the floor. Do you really eat multiple bologna sandwiches a day?
I did for the days that I only had $6.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if the struggle is necessarily the answer in terms of like what she should be doing on stage, because
Right.
like, you know, then every comic that's just starting out
Yeah.
would just be whining about how bad their lives are.
Right.
Right.
So like, but there's no reason to even tell you. Like you know that like you need to generate jokes each week.
You're doing a great
Right.
job.
You're
and
here every week, and like doing it on a weekly basis isn't easy, and
Yeah.
it's not always going to work. So like,
And you've been very
Keep
consistently
doing
doing good, and
Yeah.
keep up the good work. And just remember, it's all about jokes, and don't acknowledge the sets. This is going. Save that for open mics where you need to just
Right.
win over comedians, because we know how it's going. Just focus on the jokes and let everything else fall into place. Because when you have longer sets, you're going to be able to do things and riff around. Because
Right.
you're comfortable anyway.
Easily.
You're comfortably uncomfortable.
You are very comfortable in your uncomfortableness. I was like
It's like
freaking
her
out
thing.
listening. Yeah.
She's like
it's
the
been a
like
huge
that.
change. I was here the first time she did this show.
Yeah.
And she was shaking like that was her act.
Like a
Yeah.
lawyer.
It was like I'm.
Like a Polaroid picture.
Yeah, she was shaking like a Polaroid picture. But now we know that if you shake it, it's just gonna make the colors run, and it's stupid.
Right.
Don't do that.
Right.
And yeah, so
Another new
Just
minute
keep
for
it up.
Melissa Esslinger, everybody. There she goes. Melissa Esslinger. We have one other regular. She writes and performs a brand new minute every single week. You know her. You love her. Put your hands together for Vanessa Johnston, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. Yesterday, someone asked me, Vanessa, do you think you're better than me? And I was like, no, dude, that is so beneath me. Surprised you guys laughed at that. Stand-up is weird, man. Like, this dynamic is so strange. Because you guys are like the hot girl. And then I'm up here going, is this funny? Is this funny? Do you like this? Do you want to see me again? I'll do anything. And I'm just up here with this dick in my hands. It fucks with me. I'm pretty sure every comic that's ever committed suicide was after performing in front of an audience that didn't laugh enough. No pressure. But I'm done.
There you go, Vanessa Johnston, 57 seconds. I love that.
I love the suicide thing because like a guy jumped off of the building right next door, a comedian.
Yeah.
I mean, it's too old of a reference for you to
I know it
drag
is.
that into it,
Yeah.
but it's still like it's a interesting point.
I love that set. I love that you're owning, being good looking, and the fact that you're making jokes about it, and really even, calling yourself hot in front of an audience and still being able to win them over is like, that's incredible, especially at the stages that you're at now. And you're owning that voice, and that's so critical. You're doing what I think you are with, like how we were just talking about Melissa Esslinger, like how she was like nervous and jittery, and now she's like controlled nervous. Well, you're like controlled confidence, and I think that it's really super cool, and I think that's especially a set tonight that showcased that. Eleanor Kerrigan.
Oh, Oh, thank you. This is my first time.
Thank you, man.
This is my first time seeing you, and that was fucking awesome.
Thank you.
Honest to God. And yeah, I like that. A lot of times, girls go on stage and like, oh, people think you're too hot. I didn't mean to include me and say we're. I know what the fuck I look like. I gotta try harder. I get it. Guys, I'm going for the Caitlyn Jenner. Anyway.
Just make your voice deeper.
Adam's apple.
Get an Adam's apple, yeah.
No, you're hot. And I've seen girls be like, oh, I gotta fucking tie my hair up and not put makeup on. Fuck that. Own it. Fuck it.
Yeah.
You're funny. Own it and tell them.
Right, but also she doesn't like go crazy with the bombshell outfit either. She's dressed like
No, she's dressed normal. But I'm saying a lot of girls will go up in like a fucking hoodie and a fucked up bun, and I'd like to beat the piss out.
They dress down too much.
I hate that.
She's attractive, but also not like pushing the agenda.
Right. She's not like rubbing dirt on her face before walking in to like be like, I just want them to like me.
She's not rubbing dirt on her face and lowering her, pulling her shirt down lower. Like it's perfect. Like it's great.
Yeah, it's great.
You know?
It's great. You look great. You sound great. You're confident.
It's fun. Anything fun happening in life? In normal life?
I mean, I fucked a chick this weekend.
What?
Why was not that the entire minute? Holy shit. You fucked a chick. I wish I could do that.
Well, it doesn't get any better than that.
Can we give her another minute to talk?
No, give her several minutes.
Let's get her a spot downstairs and all that.
You should have finished your set tonight with, and I fucked a chick. Good night.
That last 3 seconds, you could have threw the pussy in there. Sorry.
Is that your thing in general, or are you bisexual?
I'm bisexual, yeah.
Okay. Nice.
How'd that go? Was that
but that's a great thing to bring up, that whole bisexual thing.
She's like a YouTube poet, which I didn't even know that was like a thing.
A YouTube poet? How hip.
That's
wow, what coffee shop did you guys meet at? That's incredible. Hopefully we'll hear about it in another set coming up soon.
YouTube poet is a great job because you need no qualifications. you just post on YouTube you doing poetry and you're a YouTube
Can you imagine the fucking hate comments underneath YouTube poetry? Just like, that's not that well written. Yeah, just everything. Vanessa Johnston, you did it again. There she goes.
Thank you.
Catch her and Melissa Esslinger on the Kill Tony poster, available at RyanJebelt.com. And goddamn, if he didn't draw tonight's episode again with the porn star reference.
You throw me the idol, I'll throw you the whip. That's a great.
And Indiana Jones also hates
God,
snakes.
that looks exactly like Eleanor Kerrigan and Doug Benson.
Yeah, it's really good, dude.
And
Really
Ryan
good.
Redband. Ryan J. Belt. You can check it out on the front patio. He's also slinging the official Kill Tony poster. You can take it home with you tonight. Find us on the front patio after the show. We're also going to be doing spots in the original room later on. Stand-up comedy. Catch me in Chicago, Zanies, Cap City, Austin, so many other great things. Jamie Vernon on the HD camera. Josh Martin, Pat Reagan. What's happening?
Matt Murdock on my
Matt
fucking
Murdock,
lawyer.
Patty Reagan on Twitter.
I kill myself, Colorado Street Bridge this week.
Doug Benson.
DougLovesMovies.com.
Eleanor Kerrigan.
I'll be in Vegas April 21st, 22nd, 23rd at the Laugh Factory.
Catch her at Vegas Laugh Factory, April 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. Brian Redband and I are going to be at the Wild West Comedy Festival in Nashville, Tennessee.
And we'll be drinking Mangria.
Heck yeah, we will. The delicious, delicious flavors of Mangria. Thank you so much, live audience. Have a great night, everybody. Good night. Think so? That's always great. I love I think so. I mean, you're allowed to take an unlimited amount of pictures. Okay, you got it. Great. I love it. Thank you. Good man.
Excellent. Bye. Thank you so much. It's so nice meeting you. I love Lady Comics.
I love you guys so much. I'll see you
Bye, buddy.
on the
Thank
video.
you. Okay.
All right, everybody, you have to leave. Let's take on show. You're next.